Well, guys, I finally gotten my hands on a Google TV, literally fresh from the mail today, and right on cue, early access for Stadia on Google TV hits, and I'm going to give you guys my impressions so far, and I have to say, I was pretty impressed. With that, if you're new, subscribe, as I always cover everything and anything related to Stadia and cloud gaming. So let's start off right away showcasing underneath the hood with Google TV using the Stadia app, and I will preface this by saying at the time of this video, it's not officially out yet, so when this actually releases in just a few days, this could look different, and I'll have information on that if it does. But the UI is pretty bare bones. You have the normal settings that you mess with through the Stadia menu. You can have HDR on, 4K visuals, or play at 1080p or 720, and connecting with my Stadia controller was seamless, but there was also something new here as well. You can now connect a Bluetooth controller and have it work with Stadia through Google TV, something that wasn't possible previously with the Chromecast Ultra. This was really easy to set up, and I was able to connect an Xbox One controller and play with it just fine. But flipping through the Stadia UI and the Stadia games, you might have to scroll through for a while if you haven't played something in quite some time, but I will say it is super smooth, and the UI is definitely smoother than the Chromecast Ultra at this point, just because obviously I think it's newer hardware, so that's a positive sign. But I want to say I did not see any trace of the Stadia store, just your home library of games, and nowhere did I see captures or anything along those lines. But where I ended up really impressed and really enjoying myself was playing the Stadia games and how they looked and how smooth everything was, especially since I never actually play Stadia on Wi-Fi. This is key. I actually never do any of my cloud gaming via Wi-Fi, and since I don't have an adapter for the direct Ethernet connection, I gotta say I was a bit worried that this wouldn't look good, it wouldn't run well, and boy was I surprised. Playing some Division 2 right off the bat, since this is a 4K 60 FPS HDR title, wow, completely blown away at how it ran, mixed with the Stadia controller, and this was just fantastic. It literally felt like I was playing local hardware. Outside of my terrible aiming, playing with a controller, I had no complaints here, and I haven't done a side-by-side comparison yet with the Chromecast Ultra, but so far on my impressions, I am enjoying myself more on this Google TV than I ever did with the Chromecast Ultra. I also went ahead and tested a bevy of other games. I played some Madden, and that also ran smooth. Went ahead and hopped on some FIFA, and you can tell those zoomed in character models looked great, and I enjoyed my time with FIFA. Again, I also went ahead and hopped on and wanted to try some 30 FPS titles. I went ahead and played Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and I wanted to see how that felt. And again, I came away pretty happy with the results here as well, and I also decided to do a little side-by-side comparison here with me playing on a web browser. And honestly, guys, I'm going to let you guys be the judge here, but for me playing on the Google TV, the visuals just looked, and I feel like it looked a little sharper on the image, but honestly, it's not too far off from what I could tell. Overall, though, I have to say, if you're looking for that device that goes into your TV, gives you that seamless 4K visuals, seamless experience with the entire process, and you don't want to break the bank, I think Google TV on initial impressions is a great choice, and I do fully recommend this at this time. So kudos to the Google and Stadia team, especially on the performance side, which is the thing that I was definitely worried about. With that, guys, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up on this video and comment below if you guys are going to be gaming on Stadia with the Google TV, or if I've convinced you to grab one. I'd love to hear those thoughts down below. As always, I'm Sunny, and I'll see you guys in the clouds.